Alrighty, Sagittarius, hi, welcome. This is Adrian H. Nelson, H and Great Life, and this is your 20 to 30 April 2020 general guidance reading for love. Okay. If at a different point in time you see it, know that you always see whatever you see when you're meant to see it. Okay. So just open your heart to the message. Now, of course, with today's reading being about love, it covers twin flame, soulmate, romance, life partners, all of those, but it goes even beyond that. It's also about the relationship that you have with yourself, the relationship that you have about life. Now, I didn't want to explain all of that in this video because it was going to make for a very long video. And so I have recorded a separate video for that. So what I recommend is that you look at this video from beginning to end, and then you look at that one afterwards. The link is in the description box. It's the first link for you. Okay. All right. So sun, moon, rising, and ascending, and of course always looking at your Venus as well, because this is about love, and Venus is the planet about love. All right. Feel more than welcome to follow me on Facebook, on Instagram. Those links are down below. I do go live there from time to time as well, where I do draw individual cards for y'all. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, it's normally $40. It's $11 US, and I send you a 30-minute, approximately 30-minute reading for you, and you can also ask a question. Yeah, let's get right into it. So obviously a general reading, whatever resonates with you, you take for you, and whatever doesn't resonate with you, you release it with love and you let it go. Okay. Let's just connect in the heart space before we start. So take a nice deep breath in if it's safe for you to relax. And release and step into peace. Step into harmony. Okay. Alrighty. If it does resonate with you, if it's your first time here, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, let me know what's up, what's happening. And if you're coming back, welcome back. Thank you for everybody's time. You know, it means so much to me, the time you give me, the positivity, the beautiful messages that I get, the donations that I get via PayPal. It's such a beautiful thing. I really appreciate it so much. It means everything to me. Okay. So we're going to start off your reading with just an oracle card and 3 Osho cards for you over there. And we're going to end it off with a archangel as well as a angel tarot card. And okay, that one's falling out, so we're going to take that one. As well as the angel motivational card for love. Okay. Talking about love, we're talking about love, Sagittarius. We're talking about, whoa, did you see that? It's 2 of them. So we're going to grab those 2. We're going to see at the end of the reading what that's all about. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's start your reading. So we're going to look into your present, your recent past, as well as, and these cards are just coming right out. Your present, your recent past, and also your immediate future. Okay, so how did you get to where you currently are? And what is the energy pattern? Where is it taking you next? Okay, so, oh, that's so beautiful. Overall energy for your reading is the Fool, new beginnings. Oh, that's exciting. Let's see what we have over here. So exciting. Maybe a bit of a rocky start there in the past. But yeah, and still maybe currently worrying about a lot of things, but really moving into a beautiful moment of strength. I think I can see why things might be a bit rocky here, because possibly an earth sign, but I feel that some of you might be dealing with water signs, most likely Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, which is somebody with a lot of water or strong moon in their chart. All right. Okay, so cards for you, just your oracle cards first. It says take action with passion. So it does feel like maybe some choices need to be made there, or it's almost like it's almost, how would I put this? It's almost like say there's 2 or 3 roads that are laid out in front of you, and you know which is the one that you really want to take, but it takes sort of some courage to actually take that road. Make sense? Okay. Yeah. Intensity, thunderbolt, and wrapping it all up there, compromise. So yeah, it's like moving forward towards the light, and it might seem like you have a couple of different options here for what it is that you can do, but you really know within yourself what it is that you really want to do. Okay. And I won't say that it goes against your beliefs, so to speak, but it's not the sort of choice that you'd ordinarily make for yourself. Okay. But then again, there with the compromise card, if you want something different, you want something new, you want something lasting, you want something that's really going to work, then, you know, it only stands to reason you can't exactly do what you've always been doing. It ain't going to work. All right. So, cards that came out for you for in the recent past, it's the Hangman, which is in reverse. So there's, for some reason, there's a bit of impatience happening over there. Okay. Justice, on the other hand, knowing that the impatience. So on the one hand, there's a bit of impatience going in there, you know, do I wait, do I speak, what do I do right now? On the other hand, there's a Justice card where you kind of know what to do, but maybe being a bit hesitant to do it, and there with the Eight of Swords. So kind of feeling maybe, you know, sort of stuck between a hot plate and a hot plate. You know, feeling a bit like, yeah, hot space and a hot space. All right. The present situation, so moving forward, Nine of Swords. So from the past into the present, still worries, still concerns, still thinking, still a lot of overthinking, overanalyzing, trying to make the right decision. However, you're actually busy moving out of that. All right. You are actually moving out of that because you kind of went from feeling totally trapped without choice to start aside sort of starting to formulate like a plan. Okay. Three of Cups over there. Seeing how this plan can work out. Emperor for, so this is where you currently are with this Nine of Swords, this Three of Cups and the Emperor. It's almost like you sort of made up your mind. Okay. And knowing what needs to be done. And that, in fact, is what's taking you forward into this energy, immediate future, the Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Cups. All right. So I remember from your reading last week that it was quite a lot about needing to make a decision. And if you maybe don't recall that clearly, you can always go back and go have a look at that again, because sometimes when we look at a reading again, we get more, you know, you get something new out of it. I always say to people, when you sometimes look at the same video twice, you get something completely different because now your mind is ready for something different. But you see, this is why it's a bit of a deal to you. Almost like your emotions could be a bit of a deal breaker here, because you know that you want this, and this is especially for those of you that are, you know, that are single, needing to make the big decision about being with a partner. This is not really the sort of thing that you're taking too lightly, because you want it to last. Okay, you would like it to be something lasting. I'm gonna clarify the Fool first, which is the overall energy of your reading. And look at what's coming out here. The Eight of Swords again, the Three of Swords, and the Empress, which is also number 3 card. Okay. Possibly even Aries could be dealing with. Okay. Which, even though you're both air signs, fire signs, quite strong energy coming together. You know, when sometimes you have too much heat, you could have an explosion. So I do feel really with that Hangman, with this Fool card, because I mean the Fool is all about new beginnings. It's about starting over. It's about and also Aries is the first house in the zodiac. So it does come out quite strongly there. But it's about this new start, this new beginning, or let's rather say, it's not so much that the new beginning has started, but it's more in the final sort of planning phases. So it's like everything is planned out, everything is sort of decided upon, and now it's kind of like about taking that next natural sort of step. And this is immediately where that heart goes, and it goes like, what? You know, I'm not sure. I don't know. Do I? Don't I? Okay. Maybe some past experiences coming up there, some past hurts coming up there. Um, Times when things didn't work out. And the Empress is saying to you, you know what? Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Don't try so hard to not do the wrong thing. Okay? Take it easy. You've set out there what it is that you want to have. Allow life the chance, really, so to speak, to surprise you. Okay? I feel that this is something that's been kind of going on for a while. It doesn't matter in which capacity, but this is something that's kind of been going on for a while. And there is really that sort of, do I do this? Don't I do this? You know, is the other person even interested? Do they even want to try? So this could be going into a new sort of relationship, or this can also be where you have to choose between ending a sort of relationship. Okay? And with the Hangman there in your recent past in reverse, it's almost like you pressurizing yourself that you must know what to do and you must know what to do right now. But in fact, that is of course not the case. Look at what's coming out. Look at what's coming out for your clarifiers. The Judgment card. So this is about knowing what to do and actually doing it. And I feel at this point in time, it's like you've got clarity about what needs to be done, but there's a bit of inner turmoil, uncertainty, fear about actually going forward and executing your plan that you know is the best plan. All right. So the Hermit is there next and says, have patience with yourself. Respect your emotions, your inner feelings, your inner goals, where you'd like it to go, the feeling of peace. Maybe look at it again before moving forward, because remember, what's yours in life is yours in life. What's yours in life is never going to not be yours. All right? And kind of keeping your eye there on the goal. What is the goal that you want? And look what comes right after the Hangman, the Hermit. Sorry, the Hangman, but not in reverse, in the right way around. So in actual fact, the Hangman in reverse is clarified by the Hangman, not being in reverse. Okay, so it is it's such a powerful confirmation that it is in the patience, it's in taking the time that needs to be taken, not hurrying into things. I don't feel, especially for you that might feel that you miss your chance, that you miss your opportunity with your person, I don't feel that that will happen. And if it does, then that was not your person. Okay, I don't feel, and it's not really, I don't believe that the other person is sort of, looking towards you and thinking, when is she going to make a plan? When is he going to make a plan? When will they say something? They're kind of off doing their own thing. And they may or may not be mildly interested in other people, but I don't really feel that going anywhere. So in fact, you do have time. All right, and I actually feel that anything rushed currently right now, you can express how you feel, but I don't feel that you want to push for any sort of commitments right now. Okay, for moving to any sort of next steps right now, because the magic may actually lie in taking your time. And when I say taking your time, I'm not talking about not speaking your truth, not communicating your feelings. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is giving life the time for everything to sort of play out in the way the divine perfect plan works out. Okay, it's been set out, been laid out. There in justice, there's this relationship or this sort of vision or goal that you have in your mind. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, it can work out really, really well. But don't be impatient. Don't jump the gun. Okay? So again, King of Wands, be true about your emotions. And this is a very more Sagittarius, more emotional sort of situation, probably more emotions than you might ordinarily be, fully comfortable with. So which kind of has you a bit of in a tiff and a turn there, because you're like, what do I do? Well, you want to move forward, but what do you do? This is sort of unfamiliar ground to you. You're like, oh, where do we go from here? But it's in keeping your eye on the goal, being true to your emotions, honoring those emotions. Don't try to hide those emotions. Okay, Sagittarius? Don't try to hide those emotions. That's why some of you are feeling stuck. Because you're trying to logically get to a point which is not it's not such a logical sort of situation. I feel that you might be longing for some kind of constant there, but you don't want to emotionally allow yourself to feel that it actually might happen. Okay? And yeah, it's got you a bit in a tiff there with the Eight of Swords. Feeling that you don't quite know. It's almost like knowing what you want, but not quite sure how to get it. First of all, don't try to, I'm just going to give you the clarifiers, the Sun, the Ace of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Don't try to dim yourself down. Don't try to, and this is a mistake that a lot of people make often when they go into a relationship. Okay, or something new, especially when you start looking at astrology. Like you take someone like me, for example, who's a Cancerian, and then maybe I've got my eye on a Gemini, for example, and then the charts say like, oh, it doesn't really match, it's never really going to work, I don't think it's the best thing for you. But remember, there's so much more to you than just your sun sign, which is your zodiac sign, which in your case is Sagittarius, because then you look a little bit deeper, because like use me, say I'm a South African, and say maybe I fall in love with somebody from Russia, and people say the match doesn't work because South Africans and Russians don't gel. But when you look deeper, obviously a lot more than just a South African, and a Russian is so much more than just a Russian. It's the same thing with astrology, because then you do look into charts. For example, if you use mine, for example, I'm a Cancerian, a very typical one, but I also have a lot of Gemini, a lot of it in my chart, and it affects stuff which maybe makes me so much more compatible to actually be with a Gemini than many other people or many other Cancerians will be. Same setup for you. Okay, so I feel that you might be looking very much, Sagittarius, into reasons why this might not work. But the Sun there says embrace yourself fully. That full sort of energy, ambience, who you are. Don't try to suppress that. Okay? In fact, you might want to really let that come out. All right? Do not try to suppress who you are. And instead of getting the uncertainties to maybe make you feel drained of all energy, rather embrace it and say, these are my uncertainties, these are the things that are making me trippy, and actually owning that. And that is where that emotional connection's coming through. It is so in divine line what you're reading last week. And the reason why I remember the reading so much last week, because obviously, I've done some others in between, and also I've done a lot of client readings in between. But I remembered while I was doing it, I thought to myself, this is very, very, very interesting. So go and have a look at that. King of Pentacles, it's that emotions that brings you everything that your beautiful heart desires. Now, look at this message just wanting to come through here. There's oh my goodness, water, water, water. Maybe an earth sign, but water. Water, water, water. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A lot of Cancerian coming through here. Okay? But so in the present situation, 9 of Cups, very worried, very concerned about certain things, very worried about the details, maybe not sleeping so well, knowing how you'd like to have it done, but not sure how. Okay, clarifying there for you the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. You see what I'm talking about, water? So 8 of Cups, they're willing to have the willingness to sort of step away from how you feel exactly things should play out. Don't be too set to a certain sort of energy pattern way that you feel things must work out. Okay? Because it's in the releasing there with the 6 of Cups next to the 8 of Cups. It's in the releasing how you things feel things must be that almost that beauty sort of start to come through. Same thing here with 5 of Cups to clarify there for you. There is a little bit of a focus on the past, didn't work out. Even with this specific person, you know, you might be like, I tried, and you know, he or she didn't quite take to things the way that I anticipated. But remember, as you change, everybody else changes as well. Okay? That person might be very different now. 3 of Cups. I do feel it working out. I do feel this being a good match. Okay? So if it's a new match, I would say definitely worth it. Take your time, be patient, don't go rush on it. But also, if it is that you, obviously depending on your personal, you know, situation, but good period for second chances as well. Okay. I think especially if you are already inside a, you know, relationship and thinking of letting that go, there with the 5 of Wands, it could kind of feel quite contrived and you feel like the time might be over, all right? Which of course is a personal choice. 3 of Pentacles is the other clarifier, and 10 of Wands. So there's a lot of old patterns, old beliefs, old sort of, or previous sort of, almost expectations to how things maybe need to be. There's a lot of release of that, okay? And there's a lot of new coming in as a result of this release. Last card for your present situation is the Emperor. Knowing what needs to be done and doing it, which brings you out cards the World, the 10 of Pentacles, the High Priestess. This is good news. All right. This should have your heart bouncing all over the place because this is good news. All right. It's in knowing what needs to be done and actually doing it. And when I say knowing what needs to be done, it's like you've got this, it's almost like you've got this light, bold sort of moment realization, you know, just knowing what needs to be done. And I feel that it might kind of cause some kind of sort of fear and anxiety there for you, but still doing it brings you very much the desires of your heart. I mean, these are really, really powerful cards. Vroom, vroom, vroom. All right. Especially there with the High Priestess, which is the highest card in the tarot deck. It takes you into a very high energy. And let's draw just another card on top of that High Priestess. Let's see what we got. Knight of Cups. It's coming in. It's up and down. It's happening. It's up and down. All right, now let's look at this immediate future of yours. The Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. Water, 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 water. Possibly Earth, water, maybe Aries. Okay, coming together. Let's first clarify this Chariot card. So this is now, if you follow the guidance, do what is, you know, guided to you. Because remember, we always have a choice in life. You don't have to do what the cards are telling you. They are life guidance. All right. So remember, so we're clarifying the Chariot, which is the, you know, a Cancer card, Moon energy card, balance. So even going from that High Priestess card, which speaks about balance, you know, when the divine male and divine feminine is balanced, the card after that, the beauty that can come true. The Chariot speaks of balance, all right? When you can own those emotions that might make you feel a little bit trippy there, but it's a coming together of, you know, the yin and the yang. The clarifiers there, as if because remember I kept on talking about maybe Aries, maybe earth signs, maybe water signs, and so life is like, don't you worry, I'll clarify it for you. So the first card that comes out there with the Chariot, which is a Cancer card, is another Cancer card, the Moon. I mean, that's, you know, the Queen of Wands, owning those emotions, and the Lovers also are coming together. All right, bit of a Gemini sort of energy in there. But it could also just be, as we go forward with this final card being clarified for you. So you've got some long-term plans with this person, and you this has got you a little bit more sort of gooey, gushy, drawing little hearts and stuff, you know, physically or not, then might probably, you know, usually be for you. But again, the reminder there with the Gemini card also coming through, that you can still be who you are. I feel that you might have one of your biggest concerns, Sag, might have been that you felt that you might need to sort of, you know, change yourself maybe just a little bit. It's not necessary. It ain't necessary, child. So Page of Wands. And this final card we're going to clarify. This is water. Okay? So Page of Wands, owning those emotions, is clarified by Temperance. Three of Cups is making another appearance. And the Hierophant. You know that this is right for you. You know that it's going to work. I feel that you might have gone from a space where you maybe currently give a lot of reasons and justifications as to why it might not work. And this card keeps on presenting itself. It fell out. It showed itself. So I'm just going to show it to you. Once you made up your mind, you'll move forward incredibly swiftly because you know that it's the right thing to do. Okay? Two of Cups is coming together. The balance that you find in going forward, how you make things work, is not actually by compromising who you are. It's about being fully who you are, honoring, respecting, and loving that who you are, that is actually making this other person's knees kind of go buckle and go like, oh, okay? That is the balancing act there, and that is actually what makes it work. That is what makes it work. Look at what we're ending off with, King of Cups. All right? So it's about... I'm not saying don't compromise. What I'm saying is that it's about remaining true to yourself, which actually has everything flowing there. Could be Pisces, could be Pisces, could be Pisces, could be Pisces. Okay? So cards coming out for you. We're going to first take the Angel Oracle card, which actually came out in reverse. And the question was, what do you desire? And it came out in reverse. Okay? Says you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires, being true to yourself. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know what you're ready and deserving, once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you are ready and deserving of it, they will rush into your life as if by magic. All right, so no need to go and change who you are. What are the angel oracles that came out? Seven of Fire and Renewal. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is not something new. This is like almost like looking at things from a different angle, which gives you a different perspective. So Seven of Fire says, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely, especially the ones that you are fighting with yourself. Okay. And number 20, a renewal, which is also the same as the Judgment card that we had earlier on. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. And Six of Raphael, which is just the Archangel card that we're ending with. How cute is that little couple sitting over there with a beautiful yellow flower in between them? So cute. Coming from different sides, you know, male and or human and mermaid, finding a balance there, letting you know that you can find a balance. You know, what might seem might not work on the surface, on a deeper level, it might be destiny and meant to be. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled friendship, children or childhood. Okay, beautiful, don't you think? I like that. I like that very much. So Sagittarius, thank you so much. Whatever resonates with you, take that for you, and what doesn't resonate, release and let it go, and let me know in the comments what's happening. Okay? I thank you for your time. I thank you for your energy. Remember to go and have a look at that other video that I recorded with the link that is down below in the description box. If it resonates with you, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like the video, and also follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time for your May 2020 reading. From my heart, namaste, love and light.